The courtroom erupted as the judge's gavel struck the bench. For the crime of treason, this court sentences Captain Sarah Mitchell to death by lethal injection. Sarah, a decorated veteran with a prosthetic leg, stood frozen in her dress blues, her service dog Rex pressing anxiously against her side. The jury avoided her gaze, all except juror number 4, who smirked as the guards dragged Sarah away. Rex, a 90-pound German shepherd trained in combat tracking, let out a guttural growl as Sarah whispered, "It wasn't me, boy." The prison doors clanged shut, sealing her fate, until Rex suddenly lunged at juror number 4's briefcase, tearing it open. A single classified document fluttered to the floor, with Sarah's forged signature. Sarah spent her first night on death row staring at the ceiling, replaying the ambush in Afghanistan that cost her her leg, and the classified mission she'd supposedly betrayed. Meanwhile, Rex, now in a shelter, paced like a caged wolf. When a guard reached to remove his service vest, Rex bared his teeth, then suddenly stilled. His ears twitched. He'd caught a scent. The next morning, Sarah's court-appointed lawyer arrived with shocking news. Rex escaped. He's loose in the city. Sarah's heart pounded. Rex wasn't running away, he was running towards something, someone. Security footage showed Rex scaling a 6-foot fence, dodging police cruisers with military precision. He stopped only to sniff a discarded coffee cup outside the courthouse, juror number 4's DNA. News channels dubbed him the Fugitive K9, but Sarah knew the truth. Rex was executing a search and rescue mission. For her. Then came the break. A homeless veteran called a tip line. Saw a German shepherd tracking a Mercedes, same one that juror drives. The police dismissed it, but Sarah's old squad mate, now a PI, didn't. That dog's onto something, and someone really doesn't want him to find it. Rex's GPS collar, which the shelter missed, pinged near an abandoned factory. Inside, the PI found drag marks, shell casings, and Rex, guarding a bloodstained folder with satellite images of Sarah's old unit in Afghanistan. The date? The day after she was discharged. Sarah's hands shook when she was shown the photos. "This proves I wasn't even there when the leak happened." But the warden scoffed. "A dog and some papers? That's your defense?" Then Rex did something extraordinary. He nosed the blood sample toward Sarah's lawyer and barked 3 times, the exact alert he'd been trained to give 4. "Explosives residue," the lab confirmed. The blood belonged to juror number 4, a man who'd never served, yet had traces of military-grade C4 on his skin. Rex had smelled it day 1. The PI dug deeper. The juror was actually a private military contractor paid to frame Sarah. But why? The answer came via a terrified whistleblower. Sarah's unit had uncovered an illegal arms deal. They needed a patsy, a disgraced veteran no one would believe. Sarah's stomach churned. They'd picked her because she was expendable. With execution hours away, Rex staged his boldest move yet. He slipped into the prison via a laundry truck, using Sarah's old commands to evade censors. When he burst into her cell, Sarah didn't hesitate. She grabbed his harness. "Get us out, soldier!" Alarms blared as Rex led her through steam tunnels, his nose finding the one exit not on blueprints. Guards shouted. A sniper laser danced on Sarah's back. Then, boom! The factory Rex had found exploded on live TV, revealing crates of stolen weapons, with juror number 4's fingerprints everywhere. Cornered on a rooftop, the fake juror aimed a pistol at Sarah. "You and that mutt ruined everything!" Rex lunged, taking the bullet meant for Sarah. As the man fled, Sarah cradled Rex, sobbing. "Not you too!" Then, miraculously, Rex stood, the bullet having grazed his canine vest. With a vicious snarl, he chased the traitor straight into police custody. Body cam footage showed the moment the juror screamed at Rex, "You're just a dog!" Rex's response. He sat calmly as if to say, "And you're under arrest." News vans swarmed the courthouse as Sarah's conviction was overturned. The DA apologized. The president mentioned Rex by name, but Sarah barely heard them. She was too busy hugging the dog who'd refused to give up on her. Then came the twist. Rex's blood work revealed he'd been microchipped by the same military contractor who framed Sarah. He wasn't just saving you, the PI realized. He was completing his own mission. The contractor had tried to dispose of Rex too, until the dog outsmarted them all. At a White House ceremony, Rex became the first dog awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. As the ribbon was placed around his neck, he did something no one expected. He nudged it toward Sarah's prosthetic leg. The message was clear. This is yours, too. The audience erupted as Sarah, through tears, clipped the medal to her uniform. "We're a package deal, buddy." Later, Rex would accidentally drop it in her coffee cup 3 times. His signature alert for mission accomplished. The veterinary scan revealed shocking data embedded in Rex's chip, classified mission logs showing he'd been present during the illegal arms deal. Sarah's hands trembled as she read the coordinates. "This proves you witnessed everything," she whispered to Rex, who responded by pawing at a map of Afghanistan. Their PI made the connection first. Rex wasn't just any military dog. He was the sole survivor of a K-9 unit massacred during the arms deal cover-up. Security footage from that night showed a shadowy figure dragging a wounded German shepherd away. The same man who later became Juror Number 4. In a heartbreaking montage, Sarah recalled Rex's unusual behaviors during training, how he'd freeze at the scent of C4, whimper during certain voice commands, and once attacked a man wearing a particular cologne. "You were trying to tell me all along," Sarah sobbed into his fur. The truth came crashing down. Rex hadn't just been randomly assigned to her. The military knew he was the key witness to the conspiracy. When Sarah connected the dots too, they needed her silenced. But they never accounted for one thing: the unbreakable bond between a soldier and her canine partner. Just as Sarah and Rex prepared to testify before Congress, black SUVs surrounded their safe house. Sarah barricaded the doors while Rex frantically sniffed the vents. His sudden alert came seconds before gas canisters crashed through windows. In the chaos, Rex dragged Sarah's unconscious body to a hidden panic room, then did something extraordinary. He used his nose to dial 911 on a touchscreen phone before collapsing beside her. Security footage later showed the moment SWAT arrived, to find Rex still covering Sarah's body with his own, his teeth clamped on the lead attacker's sleeve. Live on C-SPAN, a still-bandaged Sarah wheeled into the hearing room with Rex at attention beside her. As she began her testimony, Rex suddenly went rigid, his nose pointed at a senator in the front row. The same senator who'd just received a text reading, "The dog remembers everything." When Capitol Police moved to remove the agitated dog, Rex performed his trained evidence alert, lying down directly between the senator and his briefcase. Inside, a burner phone with direct messages to the arms dealers. The gallery erupted as the senator was escorted out in handcuffs. In a stunning Oval Office ceremony, the president awarded Rex honorary military rank while Sarah received the Medal of Freedom. But the real surprise came when First Lady's service dog entered with a rose in its mouth, dropping it at Rex's paws in a canine salute. The viral moment, when the first dogs approve, broke the internet. But Sarah's favorite photo showed Rex later that night, sprawled on the Lincoln bedroom rug with his medal around his neck, one paw draped protectively over Sarah's prosthetic leg. Inspired by their story, Congress passed Rex's Law, mandating service dogs for all disabled veterans. Sarah founded K9 Truth Seekers, training shelter dogs to detect corruption. Their first graduate? A three-legged pit bull who sniffed out $2 million in missing VA funds. At the grand opening of their training facility, Rex demonstrated his most important skill: identifying trauma in veterans before they themselves realized it. When a young Marine broke down during the demo, Rex immediately brought his stress relief toy, then leaned in to lick away the man's tears. The conspiracy struck back brutally. Someone poisoned Rex's food, leaving him fighting for his life. Sarah kept vigil at the animal hospital, replaying their journey on her phone. When the vet said, "It's time to say goodbye," Sarah made one last desperate plea. "Remember our first night in Afghanistan? That mortar blast buried us both? You dug us out then." Weakly, Rex lifted his head and placed his paw on the exact scar from that night on Sarah's thigh. The medical team gasped as his tail thumped once. "He's not done fighting," Sarah declared. Against all odds, Rex pulled through, thanks to an experimental antidote developed from his own microchip data. His unique blood work just revolutionized canine medicine, the vet marveled. When reporters asked about his first words to Sarah post-recovery, she blushed. "He demanded a cheeseburger, then alerted to my elevated heart rate when the cute doctor walked in." The clip of Rex playfully stealing Sarah's prosthetic leg went viral, with captions like, "When your service dog becomes your wingman." Sarah's memoir, Truth Like a K9, spent 28 weeks on the bestseller list. The audiobook featured real barks and whines from Rex during key chapters. At signings, fans were stunned when Rex would autograph books with inked prints. Until one child noticed something incredible. "His prints matched the mystery paw evidence that cleared you." Indeed, Rex had left deliberate prints at every crime scene, a silent testimony only a dog could leave. The DA admitted this canine evidence was what finally convinced the appeals court. Hollywood's adaptation premiered on Veterans Day, with Rex walking the red carpet and discreetly alerting to an actor's concealed vape pen. When the film showed Sarah's darkest moment on death row, the real Rex did something no one expected. He leapt onto the stage and reenacted the prison break scene in real time, dragging Sarah's scarf to the exit exactly as he'd done that night. The standing ovation lasted 7 minutes. Later, backstage footage caught Rex correcting the actor who played him by demonstrating proper evidence alert technique. Years later, an aging Rex trained his successor, a scrappy German Shepherd mix named Justice. During the handoff ceremony, Rex placed his old service vest over Justice's head with solemn dignity, then immediately stole the pup's treat in classic Rex fashion. Sarah, now a senator herself, wiped away tears as Justice performed their signature move, alerting to corruption by lying across politicians' feet until they recused themselves. The press called it the Rex effect. But to Sarah, it was simply proof that one extraordinary dog could change the world. Rex's retirement ceremony was interrupted by screams from a nearby elementary school. Before handlers could react, the 9-year-old German Shepherd was already sprinting toward the gunfire, his arthritis forgotten. Security cameras captured Rex body slamming the shooter just as he raised his weapon a second time, taking 3 bullets to his K9 vest. As SWAT stormed in, they found Rex pinning the gunman with blood dripping from his muzzle, directly over a terrified first grader clutching his service medal. The photo of wounded Rex gently licking the child's face would later win the Pulitzer. The president placed the nation's highest civilian award around Rex's neck as he lay on a gurney, tubes snaking from his body. "This dog has saved more American lives than most generals," the commander-in-chief declared, voice cracking. But the real miracle came when Justice, Rex's protege, brought forward a surprise guest, the original whistleblower from Segment 5, now sober and employed by Sarah's foundation. As the man kissed Rex's paw, the old dog's tail thumped weakly. Another life redeemed. While recovering, Rex's scans revealed something terrifying. Dozens more microchipped canines existed, all with classified data. Sarah's team tracked them to military bases worldwide. They weren't just silencing humans, Sarah realized. They were erasing canine witnesses. In a midnight raid, Justice led the rescue of 14 traumatized shepherds from a black site. The footage of Rex recognizing his long-lost littermate, both dogs howling in reunion, broke viewership records when it aired on 60 Minutes. Though barely able to walk, Rex insisted on testifying before the Senate Armed Services Committee, using a custom soundboard operated by nose touches. His answers, barks for yes, growls for no, exposed a 20-year cover-up. The hearing's defining moment came when a senator asked, "Do you forgive your abusers?" Rex paused, then limped to the man who'd poisoned him, resting his head in his lap. The hardened criminal sobbed like a child as Rex licked his shackled wrists. On a crisp autumn morning, Sarah helped Rex to their favorite hill overlooking the training facility. His once powerful body was failing, but his eyes still shone with mischief as he stole Sarah's glove, just like he'd done every morning for a decade. As the sun set, Rex performed his first ever unprompted alert, nudging Sarah's chest where her PTSD nightmares lived. "I know, buddy," she whispered. "You'll always have my 6. They sat watching the new canine recruits play until Rex sighed contentedly and closed his eyes for the last time. The entire base stood vigil as Rex's flag-draped body was carried past thousands of saluting soldiers. But the most heartbreaking moment came when Justice led 27 service dogs in perfect formation, each pausing to nuzzle Rex's paw before howling in unison. That night, Sarah slept with Rex's collar clenched in her fist. Security footage showed Justice dragging his bed into her room at 3:17 a.m., the exact time Rex always woke her from nightmares. The young dog then replicated Rex's signature move, resting his chin on her prosthetic leg. At the dedication of the Rex Mitchell Canine Training Center, Justice unveiled his master's statue by doing something extraordinary. He pressed his paw to a scanner, activating Rex's recorded bark that echoed through the speakers. Woof, woof, woof! The same alert that had once saved Sarah's life. But the real surprise came when Sarah scattered Rex's ashes at the base of the monument, and Justice immediately began digging. He emerged with a time capsule containing Rex's first toy, Sarah's deployment photo, and an uncashed $3,000 check, the reward money from their first case that Sarah had framed as a reminder. Some things are more valuable than cash. Years later, an elderly Sarah watched Justice train his own successor, a scrappy German Shepherd puppy named Rex II. The scene mirrored history as the pup made his first alert on a corrupt official during a live press conference. As reporters swarmed, Sarah noticed something chilling. The official was wearing the same cologne as the original conspirator. Justice and Rex II flanked Sarah protectively as she whispered, "They're back." The camera zoomed in on the puppy's microchip scar, deliberately left visible as a warning. On the 10th anniversary of Rex's passing, satellite imagery revealed something impossible. The shadows cast by his statue and the real Justice, now retired, aligned perfectly at high noon to form the shape of a German shepherd at attention. That same day, Rex II uncovered a Supreme Court scandal using techniques only the original Rex had known. When journalists asked how, Sarah simply pointed to the sky. Some bonds never break. Some watches never end. The final shot reveals a wall at Sarah's foundation, featuring photos of every life Rex touched, the children he saved, the veterans he comforted, the wrongly convicted he freed. But the centerpiece isn't a photo. It's a framed chew toy with a note in Sarah's handwriting. For the dog who taught me that, sometimes the best justice has 4 paws and a wet nose. Until we meet again at the Rainbow Bridge. Your forever handler, Sarah. As the camera pulls back, we see Rex II leading a new class of shelter dogs through graduation, each wearing tags stamped with the original Rex's paw print.